Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Zenaton, and welcome to today's video for Legends of Runeterra. Today, we're going to be talking about a deck that a lot of people have been talking about as well recently. We're going to be talking about Zoe Lux. We're going to be using the deck list that 4LW created and played in a Mastering Runeterra qualifier and had fairly good success with. I'll be honest with you, my personal thoughts on the deck are I don't think it's a good deck for ladder, but I think it's a very strong deck for tournaments. And if for some reason you see a very non-diverse meta wherever you are on ladder, then sure, it can be a good deck for ladder. But I think the variety of decks on the current ladder make it a bad deck for ladder, but a great deck for tournaments where you have both a ban phase and the decks you see in tournaments are a little less diverse than what you see on ladder. There are a few other reasons I'm not the biggest fan of the deck, but overall I like the concept of the deck. So let's go and look at the deck so I can reiterate exactly why I like and dislike the deck for numerous reasons. Well, what do we have here? We have the deck. So yeah, pretty expected what you would expect from a Zoe Lux deck. Zoe Lux, pile of good cards that are from Demacia and Targon. Nothing in here is really too crazy, I'd say. There are a few cards that I think are very meant for very specific matchups, and you could probably take out, but I don't want to change it. I just wanted to show off the current list that 4LW plays. A good example of a card I think that could be taken out is Mystic. I think you could take out the Blinded Mystic. Not all the copies. I think you could take out the third copy. I think 2 copies is where you want to be on the ladder. 3 copies does let you be Poros, but Poros aren't the most popular deck. You need a tech for them. Now, this deck, overall, this deck it reminds me a bit about the old Lux Poppy deck, but not as late game oriented. Lux Poppy really liked going to the late game because they had Shellfolk. We don't really have a Shellfolk here. Our late game, I'd say there are 3 main ways we win the game. Either a big Celestial from Star Shaping, a leveled up Zoe, or just pure value, like with a Lux helping to control the board. Of course, there are other things like a Solari Priestess giving a Traveler or something, etc., but I'd feel like those are your 3 main ways of winning the game, and they do pretty well if you can actually get there. That's the problem. You actually have to get there, and our game plan is going to be clog up the board. Just shove stuff on the board and try to stall until we can do one of our actual game plans, whether that's trying to level up Zoe, trying to just get value with Lux, or trying to win with a big Celestial. And we do really well at stalling and clogging up the board with both Telescopes, Bright Seal Protectors, Vanguard Sergeants, etc. Super cool star chart units, and other things. Now, why do I think it's not that good on ladder? If you ask me, I don't think it's that good on ladder because it's very obvious this deck is meant to target a very specific slice of decks. And it just seems like it doesn't have a good game plan against certain decks. I think you could fix this by taking out a few cards that are meant here for certain matchups and adding different cards. Some cards you could add are... There's not really that many, but more Pale Cascades, Guiding Touches, Sunblessed Vigors are things you could consider over the plethora of silences this deck is running. This is a lot of silences. But yeah, I like the deck overall, and it is the kind of deck I do like. I just think it's a little slow for ladder. Also, another thing like Solari Sunforger is definitely a consideration. We are a single combat concerted strike deck, so Solari Sunforger is definitely something to consider if you want a little more gameplay action against Burn. I don't really think we need it too much because we'll just clog up the board against Burn, in all honesty, make it hard for them to attack, and use Star Shaping and maybe Golden Sisters from the Solari Priestess to stabilize against Burn. So, let's go through the deck, really, one by one, each card, and talk about why they're in the deck. Spell Thief, we're a Zoe deck. I feel like one Spell Thief is kind of just really powerful as a one of in Zoe. Gives you 2 cards to help level up Zoe. burst speed spell too, so it can lets you level up Zoe really quickly. Also, it lets you steal cards while they're on the stack. So if your opponent plays like a deny, and before the deny resolves, you can steal a deny with a spell thief, that the one that was just cast on the stack, because it was technically played, it just hasn't resolved yet. So you could steal it and then cast deny in response. So that's kind of cute. It's a thing, a mechanic that actually comes up fairly often in Ionia matchups. So Ari Cannon stealing a Nopify while it's on the stack is kind of cute. And it just lets you go for a Hail Mary play against certain decks too. But yeah, stealing things like Vengeance, Counter Spells, Recalls, Twin Disciplines, Protection Spells in general is really nice to help level up Zoe and keep her safe. And we play 3 Zoes because we're a Zoe deck. Not much to talk about there. 3 Bright Steel Protectors. This is a little heavy on the Bright Steels. Usually 1 or 2 or even none is played in Zoe Demacia decks. But it lets us protect our Zoe. It's a good fearsome blocker too. So that's nice. Just really good of a card. So I like it as a 3 of. I've never really played 3 Bright Steels myself in a Zoe Demacia deck, but I haven't played too much Zoe Demacia personally. Yeah, so like I like it. Protecting Zoes with barriers, burying something up and then trying to use single combat's pretty nice. Using it also to protect Lux in the late game is nice as well. So overall, just a great card. 1 Guiding Touch, mostly just here to cycle and here for Zoe. I could see more Guiding Touches being played if you want to take out some of the silences, but for now, 4LW seems to only like 1 Guiding Touch. 3 Telescope, it's a pretty solid card. This is another way to get a win as well, another win con. Not a really main win con, but getting a very powerful epic is game winning sometimes. For example, Feel the Rush is an epic and can just win games. I think Otacon is also an epic who also wins games. So yeah, Telescope can just give you a win con right away. 2-1 body fights well for the board, being able to block things like 3/2s. A little bad against Fearstones, but it's whatever. Also kind of sad against pings like Pokey Sticks and Make It Rains, but it's whatever. 1 Pale Cascade, only 1. You could play more of them if you want, I feel, or even Sunblessed Vigors if you really, really want to protect Zoe heavily, but 1 seems to be fine. There's also Sharp Sights anyway, as our other protection spell. Sharp Sight seems to be the way we're going to be protecting Zoe over Pale Cascade. And we don't really want to play too many combat tricks. We don't want to have the situation where we have no units and a handful of combat tricks. That's always a bad situation. So 1 Pale, 3 Sharp Sight seems the way to go, or at least according to 4LW. And I would not cut Sharp Sight. Sharp Sight is just crazy. Sharp Sight is pretty much one of the main reasons you play Demacia nowadays, so all 3 of them are played. 3 single combats. I like the card, especially because we're playing 3 Bright Steels. Just really efficient. Helps to just get some nice damage on certain units you want to kill. We don't really have that many good units that want a single combat, but Vanguard Sergeant's okay. Lux is okay to single combat as well. Cards, just Celestials as well. So I like it. 2 Hushes. I think it's a little too many to play 2 of them, but it's fine. It's good in certain matchups. Good against, say, Ari Kennan, Poros, pretty decent against scouts as well, hushing a scout unit or Misfortune to prevent them from leveling up. So 2 seems to be the number that 4LW likes in his tournament list. 3 Solari Priestess, you know about this card. It's been in so many Targon decks by now. The card is just great. Giving access to certain spells like Comet is nuts. Good units like Golden Sister or Traveler is great. So 3 of them. 3 Vanguard Sergeant, just a big beefy boy. 4 Demacia is a good spell with Lux because it gives you a beam right away. What is it even called? Final Spark. And it helps protect your units defensively, and it lets you push in a decent amount of damage too if you use it offensively. So we run 3 of these guys, mostly just to clog up the board in all honesty. 3 Blinded Mystic. While I did say I think 3 is a lot, being able to buff Zoe is pretty strong. Getting Zoe out of the range of pings is just pretty powerful, so 3 is nice for that. And being able to silence things like Yordle Captains, Poros, enemy units that are also big Celestials because it goes through Spell Shield is very, very powerful. 2 Concerted Strikes. Demacia. It's basically Demacia's big unit removal, so we'll play 2 of them. It is a little slow, but it's fine. Not that great in the meta at the moment, but it's still needed for some matchups like Shadow Isles Freljord decks that play things like Trundle. Or also good against Pantheon, too, because it pops Spell Shield. 3 Luxes. I mean, like, why would we not play 3 Luxes? Great chance spell. Pretty much a win con, so we play 3. 3 Radiant Guardians. This is another card I am not too sure about. I feel like you could definitely greed the deck a little bit and cut 1 and go down to 2, or even just 1, because we're playing 3 Star Shapings, and potentially we have Golden Sister from Solari Priestess, and the one of Guiding Touch. But yeah, I think you could definitely cut some Radiant Guardians, 1 or even 2, depending on how greedy you want to be for other cards. Comes down to taste, personally, but 4LW has said they're aiming at certain matchups. I think they said they wanted to beat things like Burn. So it does make sense they want to play 3 Radiant Guardians. And 3 Star Shapings too, because it's our win con. Getting big Celestials is just a great win con. Supernova as well is a pretty nice card in certain matchups, so all 3 Star Shapings. Anyway, though, that is the deck. I talked a lot about this deck, I feel. Let's go and get into some games. I really want to play this deck. I played a little bit earlier today, didn't do too well. Hopefully I can turn it around and get a couple of wins for the video. So, let's go and hit the ladder. Okay, this is going to be a tough matchup, I feel. Between the fact that they're a deck with a bunch of pings, they're also a deck with Vengeance. We don't really have a good game plan against Vengeance. Turn 1 Zoe would be really nice here, even though it's fine. We're not going to hard mulligan for turn 1 Zoe here because we're against a Vile Feast deck, and they will definitely keep a Vile Feast against us. Sure. So yeah, it feels like we're going to rely on our backup win cons and Star Shaping in this matchup. So maybe Telescope can give me a good epic here. Leviathan's nice. I'm going to take Travelers here. Travelers to get rid of a Hydrovine's going to be really, really good. I hate this new board, by the way. I know I can turn out the screen shake, but I don't want to turn out the screen shake for every board. I might do it for this game, though, because it will be annoying for the video, so I'll disable it for this video. But I don't like that. I really, really hate this board, how, like, every time you pass priority, it shakes like that. It's kind of annoying. Camera Warren Soldier, whatever. We'll just play, I'll play this, so they can't attack in with the 3/3. I was considering playing the Solari Priestess because I want to get a Comet slash a Meteor Shower for a Kindred coming up, but it's fine. We'll just play Solari Priestess here. I didn't even hit one of them. I'll take the Warrior. I'll take Ridden Stars. So yeah, this is kind of annoying, but it's whatever. If they pass here, I think I'll pass too. I'm not really a big fan of what's going on this turn, but whatever. Solari Priestess not giving me, not giving anything good. Okay, that's good. I can play Zoe this turn. But yeah, Solari Priestess not giving me Comet or anything is really bad. We can do this, I think, here. This should be safe. Might single combat my Sergeant into a Kindred. I doubt that would work, but I can try it. And this is one of the matchups where Spell Thief is really good. We can Spell Thief a Vengeance if they try to Vengeance something and Vengeance their unit instead. But yeah, this is good. This is probably the best we can expect from Zoe in this matchup. Just giving us 1 star chart's good enough. I heavily expect them to have something to activate a Slay for Kindred, which will be annoying, but whatever. Yep, that'll do it. I think I'll just try to do this for now. Kind of don't like that play, though, is the problem. So yeah, like, this is annoying. We don't really have a good way to kill Kindred. The reason I don't like doing that play is because of Twin and other stuff. So I think I'll just play Lux. I don't like playing Lux here because of Vengeance is the problem. But I think I have to. I'll start with this. Let's start with this. Meteor Shower is good. Yeah, we're going to need the Meteor Shower. So the good news is we are beating them in terms of card advantage, but this is a problem. So I could try to single combat, and I will. I'll do this. No. Yes. No. No. Yeah, no. We'll just let Zoe die. It's fine. I'll just send in this right away. See if they just take 3 again. I expect maybe like a 3-2 block into a ping here. But yeah, I think I'll start after this Aloof Traveler into Meteor Shower. Sure. This is fine. Maybe like Meteor Shower first is what I'm thinking. If they try to ping my guy, I'll probably single combat in response. I can twin if they twin. Can't believe that worked in all honesty. Do they have another Kindred or something here? I'm going to do this. This feels like they're setting up a Hydrovine, so I'm just going to play a Aloof Traveler here. Okay, we got rid of a Vengeance, which is not the worst thing to get rid of in this matchup. And they have a Viego. That's a problem. I'm just going to pass here. I think passing here, it's a lot of damage from Viego, but it's not the worst. And then I can develop Lux here. Like, I'm playing just to take this damage. I don't care about Viego hitting me. The dark beckons. Sure. This is fine. Believe or burn. Could buff and block, but there's not really a good point to doing that play. I'll start with Zoe here to try and bait out some removal. A little worried about Ruination. Swing and Wave is no problem. We'll just pass again. Feels like they're going to play a Butcher or something here. Maybe a Glimpse. Nope, we'll just pass. Okay, I'm fine with this. That'll be good later. That'll deal with the Hydrovine. We'll just summon Lux now. I can technically play Written in Stars Star Chart to level her up right away. They got rid of one Vengeance. That's annoying, but no problem. Surrender to me. Let's do it over there. I think I'll just start with this. See if they do anything here. Well, the discount's fine. I don't care. I could have played it first, but I just wanted to get the discount. Alright, sure, we'll play it. Crescent Strike's good. We can silence a Hydrovine. I think I'd rather have a second Equinox, though. Yeah, I'll take the second Equinox. Kind of expecting a Vengeance soon. Alright, that's fine. Very fine with this. I might throw away a Sharp Sight here. Like, I'm thinking I throw away a Sharp Sight here just so I can use one of my other units to block Viego. Not too sure about that. But yeah, I've got a good hand now. Their hand's starting to grow again. That Spirit Leech really helped them refill. Kind of annoying. It will die to a ping from the Meteor Shower, so that's nice. Little afraid of Ruination. I know I played a Adventurer, Aloof Traveler, Adventurer, whatever. Same thing. Close enough, right? So yeah, I can do this. It'll give me a Lux Beam, and I'll still have enough mana to reply to a, I can reply to their spells with my Spell Thief, stealing a Vengeance or Deny if they play one of them. Hopefully. Yep. So here I can just respond with... So the problem with this is Deny. If they have Deny, I'm in a lot of trouble. I could single combat, throwing Lux into Viego. I think I will... I think I'll do this. Yeah, I think I'll do this play. This way, if they have Deny, I can single combat in response. I could also just sharp sight my unit, my travelers here. Syncopation. Well, wasn't expecting that. GG. Guess I lose. Yep, I just lose now because of that. What, do you have more? And a glimpse? Okay, yeah. So I don't even get the beam now. Alright. I should stop that, I guess.
I forgot how slow time moves.
But yeah, this is bad. This is really bad. Like, I'm doing this to stop them from... Oh, they had another glimpse. Okay, never mind. So much for this. This game's over. But yeah, I said it at the very beginning. This is a Vengeance deck. We don't have Vengeance, or we don't have a way to answer Vengeance, so we're kind of screwed. Like, I can do this and take 8, but that's not great. So yeah, I mean, you can see the weakness of this deck. It's fine in tournaments, but on ladder, the randomness of ladder is just a big glaring weakness for this deck. I think I'll just do this to keep my Zoe safe from pings. Maybe my opponent tries to play a... That's fine. Maybe my opponent will try to play Atrocity here for some reason. I don't know why they would, but maybe they will. But yeah, I'm not really certain how I'm going to win this matchup. It's going to be a tough matchup. So yeah, between Deny, Syncopation, and Atrocity, I don't think I can win here because this Viego got too big, too fast. Also doesn't help that there's not really a solid one Kindred Viego deck out there. There's a lot of variants. Some play no butchers, some play butcher like my opponent. It's very tough to make reads on this deck, I feel. And I feel like that's its biggest strength at the moment, is that it's a very difficult deck to make reads on. Alright, we're going to have to go for the Vengeance. If they have another Syncopation, they have another Syncopation, but I can't do anything about it. Hopefully I hit Vengeance. Good job. Alright, let's see the Deny. Yep. We knew it was coming. Couldn't do much about it. But yeah, as you can see, like, this is the problem I feel with the deck. It's just too fair. Not much really going on. Like, Zoe's gonna level, maybe, but their Viego's gonna kill me. So, yeah. Hello, opponent. Please pass. Yep. Just too much nonsense going around here for us to do anything with. But yeah, so like Viego levels, he steals our 3-2, I think. Yep. GG. That card does nothing. So yeah, it's fine, but we couldn't beat Vengeance. Okay, Scout decks. Now, at least unlike the Vengeance decks, we can actually put up a fight against Scout decks, in my opinion. Kind of gonna suck, though. They had the attack on odds, so that means they'll be able to play a turn 3 Misfortune and attack. I will play a Zoe on one. I don't care if it plays into Sharp Sight, I'm still gonna do it.
Chester never loses because Zoe makes the roses.
If they have, like, a Bright Steel here, that's annoying. We're not gonna trade for this. We're gonna make them play the Sharp Sight here. I think that is the best. A Lux here, not that great here. If they have Sharp Sight and they want to waste it, that's fine. It looks like they just want to develop more of the board. Or not. Okay, okay. I'm fine with this. Yep, Misfortune.
It found you.
Kind of to be expected. Annoying, but expected. Valor too? Oh my goodness. Yep. Very powerful turn. And this right here is why Scouts is still seeing play, because an early Misfortune destroys a lot of decks. Misfortune backed up with Challengers. But yeah, like this, I'm in trouble here. I wish I had single combat. Like, this is such a bad play for them if I had single combat. Sadly, I couldn't punish it, so I just get screwed over, but whatever. I'm gonna play this, silencing that. Like, that's a good silence, gets rid of a Challenger Scouter, and buffs this so it doesn't die to another challenge plus Misfortune, and it sets up a nice concerted strike. You also have a Radiant Guardian though, so this is fine. I think this is a very good spot for me. That card is no problem for me, so we're in a fine spot here. If they play Quinn, I don't care.
I ought to show you the sights of Bilgewater. The sights are fine. The smells, on the other hand.
I think I'll just play Lux here. The problem is Misfortune's going to level, and I think I'll have to kill Misfortune. I really, really hate that I have to do this. I could... So here's another thing. I could Hush Misfortune. But yeah, I think I'll just Concerted Strike Fortune. Sadly, I'm going to lose my my 3-2 to the 2-1, and Quinn will get some hits in here. So yeah, looks like I'm just running out of tempo here. Kind of bad. 3-2 gets... Or not the 3-2, 4-2. They should pull in the 4-2. There you go. Yep. It's going to be a rough game here. We're down to 8. They have a 4 Demacia in hand. I have to do this block. Really don't like this. So yeah, I'm in trouble. I'm in a lot of trouble here. Like, I can do this, and I can try to find a 1 or 0 mana card from Star Chart. It looks like they're going to rally. Yep, this feels like a rally from them. We're just dead. GG.
Hello, new best friend.
Wow, that's good. Wow, that's a high roll. Okay, sure. I need the unit. But yeah, like, they'll just open attack with everything here, and then I'll cry. Let's see it. That does help. So I could do this. Like, I really don't understand how I'm going to win this game. I really don't think I can win at all. But yeah, like, this is the thing. Scouts is really, really good in the current meta. They had a Sharp Sight. I really wish I could have punished them. I could Hush here. I mean, here's the problem. Like, no matter what I do, they're going to just Waking Sands for Demacia anyway, so I really don't see how I win this game. I don't think I can. I think they just, like, that one turn where they played super heavily into single combat just lost me the game because I couldn't punish it. I can heal here. Level up my... I don't know. I don't think this is a good play, but I do this. I can heal up. Not heal up. Level up Lux. And then I can beam Quinn and clear the Quinn, and then I just lose. So yeah, like I do this. Quinn will die with a beam, unless I have another sharp side. They wouldn't play a second sharp side, though. Or Ranger's Resolve. Yeah, good game. Good game. So yeah, they level up Quinn next turn. This guy just drew Quinn a Misfortune. They played into a single combat, and I had no answer.
There's always a light in the darkness.
Okay, Spider Aggro. Maybe I can actually end the games with a win here. Pretty okay hand. I'm actually going to keep everything here. I will trade Zoe for a... I don't know, 2-1, the 2-1 that pings, if they play it. They have nothing. I will still play Zoe on 1. I assume this is Spider Aggro. I mean, like, it could be like some weird Noxus Shadow Wild control deck trying to bait people into mulliganing for Spider Aggro. I'm actually going to even Bright Steel here. Bright Steel now blocks the Elise. So yeah, this is one of the decks that I feel that 4LW was trying to target when they created this deck. So yeah, I think this is going to be an easy win for us because this is a deck that is targeted by this deck. But yeah, I feel like... I keep saying that. But I feel like these few games have been giving a good example of why I think this deck is not that good for ladder, but good for tournaments. Kind of rough when you just run into stuff that you can't really deal with. That's annoying, but we can sort of deal with it.
Discipline and steel.
If they want to trade their 4-2 for a 3-4, I'm fine. I will gladly take the value here.
Meet them head on.
Sure, I take an extra point of damage, but value is good. And we're actually kind of racing them here. Putting a little bit of pressure on my opponent. It's kind of scary for them. Spell Thief actually now makes it so we can actually maybe burn them ourselves. I will gladly take that trade. See what they got here. Maybe a ping into an Elise. I'm starting to run out of fearsome blockers. That's a little bit scary. Golden Sister will just lock away this game. But yeah, if they have like a ping into an attack here, it's a little scary, but not that bad. That's fine. I don't mind.
The few for the many.
Between Star Shaping and Golden Sister, we should be fine here. We've got an Zoe's not close to leveling. We'll just use Zoe for a safety block. She's generated so much value.
It is you. Yes.
I kind of want to try and find a Stompy Boy. I found none of them. I found a Crescent Strike, though. Interesting. I'll take it. And I'll play the Telescope here. I'm actually going to pass here. If they attack in with just this, I like it. If they develop another unit, I might Crescent Strike the Fearsomes. Sure. We will Crescent Strike the Fearsomes. Pretty great turn for me. I've got a nice Pale Cascade coming here, and then we can just develop Golden Sisters. That's annoying. Let me think here. Yeah, I'll just summon this. I'll take the Moon Silver, I guess. So yeah. We have a Fearsome blocker, and we just block like this.
You will not prevail.
I guess I'll just take this. Yeah, I think having the 2-2 is better because we can use it to block Fearsomes with Pale Cascade. We're actually now close to leveling up Zoe. Hold on. I think if I play like Moonsilver, Spell Thief, it's kind of nice. We can level up Zoe. Like Moonsilver, Spell Thief, Golden Sister, and Silver Sister will level up Zoe. I can't actually play Spell Thief. They haven't played a spell yet. It's kind of bad. Fine. I'll just play the Golden Sister then. Wait, the Silver Sister doesn't get counted for Zoe? For the longest time, I thought that would count for Zoe. Wow, I've been playing Zoe all wrong then. I can't believe I made it such a bad play like that. That's fine. I feel like they're just going to Noxian Fervor this. Gonna be annoying, but whatever. Oh, or not. That's actually great. Okay, just gaining 4 right away. Okay, I might actually just have this game. I kind of felt like a Noxian Fervor was coming. That's fine. I can block that with Zoe if I have to. Sharp Sight's great. Stalking Shadows. Annoying. Scary, in fact. Okay. Let's see what you got here. So I'll block like that and this. And I cast... I could take the Stalking Shadows myself. I want to level up Zoe this turn. So I think I'll play like... this. This. And I'll just pass and block like this. So now I can level up Zoe at burst speed if I want. So yeah, I like this play. We've got so much healing. We got this. We cannot lose from this position, I think. Never drew a Radiant Guardian. That's fine. Double Doom Beast is annoying, but it's whatever. I'll just pass. Nothing I really need to do here. Okay. I'm fine with that. Give me another Golden Sister. Yeah, there we go. And I'll have to play another spell first, though, because I already played a Golden Sister for Zoe. Decimate. You got it. We'll just heal our face. And I believe they only have 1 card left. They can't kill me with 1 card. And we give our entire board lifesteal. Oh, no, they have 2 cards. They could kill me with 2 cards. It's actually a little worrying now. It would be, what, 2 Noxian Fervors. So actually, I'm going to play it safe and just attack. Yeah, I think I'm just going to play it safe here and play around double Noxian Fervor. It's super unlikely, but I think I'm far enough ahead I can play around double Fervor. I forgot they had Doom Beast. I'm dumb. Whatever. So yeah, we'll just do this. Sure, another one's fine, I guess. I have to burn a card here. I hate this, but I have to. I can't go below 5. Just in case that last card is Noxian Fervor. I go below 5, I just lose the game. Burning Radiant Guardian's annoying, but whatever. So yeah, we'll just play Golden Sister if they play anything. Make sure to always hold up Star Shaping. It's annoying. But even if they have a second Skitterer, this is fine. So yeah, we win. No 1 card can stop me here with what's in my hand. We'll just draw and open attack and win the game. Double star shaping keeps us safe against 2 Noxian Fervors. GG.
How do you like them sparkles?
Okay, welcome back to the deck. And I hope those games were fairly educational. And I hope they also at least showcase why I'm a little hesitant to really recommend this deck for ladder at least. I still, like I said, I keep reiterating it. I think it's very good for tournaments when you're targeting a very specific meta. I just think it's terrible for ladder. Not terrible. I definitely think this is a deck that can get you to Masters, but I think once in Masters where people start to try harder and the average player is better at the game, it's a little bit worse, but I do definitely think it is a deck that can carry you to Masters if you play it really well. So what? We played against Kindred, Viego, Scouts, and Spider Aggro. We lost against Kindred, Viego, and Scouts, and we won against Spider Aggro. Kindred, Viego, we kind of knew we were going to lose that because it's a Vengeance deck, and Vengeance decks are really, really good against this deck. Like, Vengeance pretty much just turns off one of our win cons. Lux is pretty much not going to do much in that matchup. Zoe kind of just dies to Vile Feast, so that's also sad. So we only have one main win con, and that's Star Shaping. And then it's tough to get around and actually kill Kindreds and kill Viegos because of all the Ionia stuff, Syncopations, Twin Disciplines, Denies. As we saw in the game between Syncopation and Deny, we had a rough time. Scouts, though, I think is a matchup that is winnable. I think actually we should be slightly even, maybe even very, very slightly favored against Scouts. We kind of just had a bad draw against the Scout deck, and they had a really, really good draw, and they made a calculated risk when they just completely used up all their mana on the Misfortune turn. When we had a 3/4 and 2 mana up, we could have used a Sharps or a single combat and just completely obliterated them. Sadly, we didn't have one. So our opponent got some insane value by us not having anything there. It happens. Sometimes your opponent goes for something that gets punished very heavily if you have it, and you don't have it, so you can't punish their risky play, and it pays off for them. And then again, we went against Spiders, and Spiders, like I said, is a matchup that should be favored for us. We didn't even draw that well, though. We never drew our Radiant Guardians. I believe I burned a Radiant Guardian at the very end when I was playing really safely to play around, like, very, very minuscule chance wins for my opponent. I completely forgot they had an ephemeral Doom Beast, though, from Stalking Shadows. That was a misplay. I could have actually gone for lethal because I forgot about the Stalking Shadows ephemeral unit, and it would have been correct to have gone for it, but I forgot. In all honesty, it was a misplay. I admit it. But yeah, I feel like it showed off, like, yes, against the decks it is trying to target. It is very powerful. The problem is on ladder, there is a variety of decks, a large variety of decks, and there are a lot of decks that are good on ladder that you wouldn't expect to see in a tournament. And this deck is trying to target a very, very specific set of decks, and its power is truly to be seen when it's part of a lineup that is targeting specific decks like aggressive decks. Anyway, though, that's going to be it for the video. I'd love to hear your opinions on this deck. I am not, like I said, I'm not the biggest fan, but maybe I'm missing something and you can explain more to me why you think this deck is actually a really, really good deck. And maybe you think it's great for ladder and disagree with me. I'd love to hear your opinions. If you guys just enjoyed the video in general, I'd love it if you could leave a like or a comment down below. Of course, it always helps out the channel. And if you guys want to keep up with the Legends of Runeterra content, you can always go and subscribe to the channel as well. Also, if you want to watch me play some Legends of Runeterra, you can go and check me out over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Zenaton, where I stream pretty much every single day. Anyway, though, with that all said and done, thank you all once more for watching this video. And until I see you guys in the next one, bye.